What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me. Fragilities, thank you so much for the follow. It is greatly appreciated. Jumping straight in as soon as the stream started. I love it. How's everyone going tonight? We're chill midweek stream. I figure we play some Final Fantasy X because it's just my go-to for just wasting a bit of time, having a bit of fun. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play some Final Fantasy X. So yeah, I think I'll just jump straight into it because what else is there to talk about other than fucking Blitzball? For those of you who saw my go live notification or like, what the fuck is he even talking about? There's a kid long story short, there's this national game that everyone plays called Blitzball. It's sort of like rugby, I don't know what you'd call it. It's like rugby, but also handball, but also soccer. And yeah, there's this kid that instead of saying when I grow up I want to be a Blitzball player, he says when I grow up I want to be a Blitzball. So yeah, that's why I did the thing. So yeah, now this game, whew, this game is one of the, well, I suppose it's many games now that Square Enix have capitalized on in terms of just trying to release it as often and as quickly as possible on every console they can. So I own Final Fantasy X on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, computer, PlayStation Vita, I think that's it. But I pretty much own a copy on almost every console. It is also on the Switch. Haven't bought it for the Switch. Probably won't buy it for the Switch, given that I've got it on the Vita. Sphere Grid. We're going expert because we're not cowards. We are definitely going the Orang soundtrack because it is amazing in comparison to the original. This is the high definition remake, so it comes with completely redone soundtrack. It looks beautiful on high def displays. And yeah, for a PlayStation 2 game, it looks pretty fucking amazing. It's the group. This is the posse. Now, I also want to make something extremely clear right here, right now, is that throughout this game, we will be calling the main character Tidus. Like many of you, I was under the firm belief that his name was Titus. But it has since been confirmed that your boy's name is Tidus. And there's not a lot we can do about that. So we just gotta roll with that punch. I think it's actually because the Japanese don't have the letter Tai. Like, Tai isn't phonetically something that is in their alphabet, but T is. So that's why it's called Tidus. Just for all you Final Fantasy purists out there. Me being one of them. Look at our boy's golden locks. Ooh. Hello viewer, thanks for joining in. We're playing some Final Fantasy X today. I'm Kramal. Thank you for joining.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Those of keen hearing will recognize Tidus's voice. If you're into your PlayStation only video games, like your PlayStation exclusives, It's a very knowable voice. It's the same guy that played Ratchet in Ratchet and Clank. He's done some other like extras voice work in the industry, but his two most defining roles were Tidus from FF10 and Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. Now they don't do like a 1 year earlier or a 2 weeks earlier thing here because there really is no way to gauge the amount of time it takes from this point right now up until where you just saw Tidus at the end of the game. You could define it as actual years. Maybe even a decade, I don't know. Although you don't really see them visibly age, but it's a video game. Don't at me. Now our boy Tidus here, he's a Blitzball player. As I was explaining before, he is the star player of the Zanakin Abes. Zanakin is his hometown, which is where we are right now. Talk to the kids.
Can you sign this?
No problem.
What's my name? May as well make it official. How do I delete this? Where is it? There we go. Now there is no confusion. Tidus.
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy.
There's enough of me to go around. Fuck. Alright, what about the hotties with the
Can
bodies?
I have your autograph?
Of course.
Good luck tonight!
Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's
Back in the front row!
Fifth from the right!
Got it.
Got it. What about... Oh, no. That's it. We're done.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3...
Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Also, I don't do fucking lessons for free.
Teach us after!
Maybe tonight?
Tidus gotta eat.
You can't tonight.
Oh.
I mean,
Who's
tomorrow.
the little kid in the shroud?
Promise?
Promise.
Now remember that, Twitch chat. We have made a verbal contract to come back and teach these children Blitzball after the game. I need you all to remember that and remind me if our plans change. Because I won't let those kids down. It would have to take something catastrophic to stop me from teaching those children Blitzball. Apocalyptic event, if you will. Something along those lines. Anything less, those kids are getting a lesson. Hey, look, it's an old
I
man.
was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jet, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanara says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much.
Sorry to
Make
skip
way,
the
make way.
integral bit of story, but I'll explain it as we
Coming
go.
through, sorry.
10 years ago, Tidus's father,
Hey!
Jacked?
I'm gonna be late.
who was at the time the star
Hey,
player for the
let go.
Zanakin Abes, or I think their rival team, the it's the Zanakin something. He went missing, never to be seen again. Now I'm going to shut up because this is an awesome cutscene, not because of the content, but because of the fucking music. Here we go. originally performed by Rammstein, believe it or not. And one of the few songs that they perform in English. This is Blitzball, by the way. Whoops. The audio's off. That's weird. Now I know what you're thinking. The main character's dead now. No, he survives that fall. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Crab, stream it on a weekday. I've changed my schedule, so I'm gonna do 2 streams a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. And just because I'm in a chill mood, I thought I'd just play something as a,
What are you doing?
you know,
here?
one of my faves.
What are you talking about?
So yeah. Yeah, you just missed it. You just missed it. We rocked out. We absolutely rocked out. Nope. Rando kid again.
Huh?
It begins.
What begins?
What?
Don't cry.
Yes. Official PlayStation Mag 2001 issue 14 was, I'm pretty sure, maybe issue 14 or it might be issue 6.
What?
But it had.
Hey, wait!
I didn't. Look it up. Look it up.
Hey, not this way.
Look,
Might be issue 6. I remember it was the middle of the year because I had to go to school every single day and do cross country, and I just remember like trudging it out, running 3 kilometers every day, and then being like, fuck, I really wish I wasn't here. I wish I was at home playing the Final Fantasy X demo. Uh-oh. Ew. My brain remembers weird things. What? I'm a weird person. Ooh, oh, here it comes.
a gift from Jack.
My old man.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
Nutrigrain Age of Empires disc. That's a really good question.
Ones don't matter. We cut through.
I was definitely in high school. No, because we were playing Age of Empires 2 in high school. So maybe like 2000? I'm thinking 2000. All I remember is that my parents going, but you've never eaten Nutri-Grain before in your life. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm really feeling like a change, you know? Just to get a fucking demo disc, or to get a full copy, sorry, not a demo disc, of Age of Empires. It's so good though. So good. And then like, get all your mates together and then doing like a free-for-all 4-player opposite corners of the match. When do we get to Blitzball? So, I mean, we've got to get through this section. I've got to discover the sunken airship, and then we get to Besaid. I've got to then get through Besaid, and then go on to Kilika, and then from Kilika, I then move on to Luca, where the Blitzball tournament is held. So,
Get out of my town!
I could probably get there in less than 3 hours, but I probably won't tonight, as tonight was meant to be as chill as possible. Hello, second viewer. Hi, we're playing Final Fantasy X. I hope you're having an amazing evening. Or morning if you're in the US. Would it be morning? It would be morning over there, yes. Dragon Fang. Oh no! Fucked it. I fucked it up. Fine, log off then, Krabs. Just because you don't get some Blitzball action. Fine. Be that way. Ooh. Oh wait, I've got an overdrive too. This one's a lot easier than Orin's fucking button input bullshit. Although I semi-fucked that up too. Fun fact. This boss cannot kill you because all it uses is Demi. And the Demi spell takes off, I think it's, it does a third of your total HP at that point in time. It went really well. She had heaps of fun. She played Katamari Damacy, which is an all-time favorite game of hers. And yeah, we just chilled. I was present, and yeah, we just had a really good time. And I think she really wants to continue streaming, but I don't think she's going to use Twitch in the traditional sense. Like, she'll play video games, but she's she's studying a certificate for mental health, and she wants to do like study and research and have like open conversations with the Twitch community whilst doing that, and also playing video games. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what she does with it. But yeah, she's got her own channel and everything, so it's cool. I'm very proud of her. Yeah. I am.
What are you laughing at, old man?
I'll probably.
All right, let's get out of here.
I want to do like multiplayer
Huh?
games and stuff with her as well,
Give me a
like
break, man.
games that we play together, like Divinity Original Sin 2. So we play that for fun, but I think that'd be a great game to stream multiplayer. And you know, some other like cheeky fun games, you know, like we might do Mario Kart or something like that. I've got to get a capture card though, but they're fucking expensive. That way I can just plug consoles into my beast of a PC and play anything I want. This looks bad. Oh, no, he doesn't say this looks bad. This could be bad.
This could be bad. That. Knock it down.
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
Yes. We definitely... Everyone needs to follow. Whether you're here for 2 seconds or you're staying for the long haul, pop a follow. Pop that follow button. Or if you don't want to watch me live, you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I post every single VOD that I do the same day that I do it. Although it might be a bit tough with Wednesday night streams. I might post those the next day. Otherwise I'll be up all night uploading and shit.
Whoa!
Then again, my content could just be banned because it's too sexy. Way too sexy.
Go. Go.
There's so many reused animations in this game. And you start to notice it after you've played it a couple of times, but all of those explosions were just the Fiaga spell animation. Now, this is counterintuitive. Okay, his hands are there. He's hanging on for dear life. How will I pick up Titus so he doesn't fall to his death? I won't pick him up by the hands. I'll grab him by the neck.
You are sure?
You are sure?
This is it. This is your story. It all begins here.
No spoilers, but of all the people in this game whose story it could be, it is definitely not his. It's definitely not his story.
Hey!
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 I'm floating.
Hey, old man?
Do. Hold B to descend. It was jacked, but now it's
I thought about a lot of
young
things.
me.
Like where I was, what
Well,
I got myself into.
At
I
least
started
now
to
you can
feel
see what happens post demo.
lightheaded.
Hello,
And
second
then
viewer. How are you?
sleepy.
I'm Kramal.
I think
Today we're
I had a
playing some
dream.
Final Fantasy X
A dream of being alone.
because it's fucking Final Fantasy
I
X.
wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
I hope you're having an amazing evening. Fashtitzel! Yes. Thanks for joining the chat, and thanks for saying hello. It's really appreciated. Like I said, I hope you're having an amazing evening. Or morning, depending on where you are in the world. We've only just started the game, so you really haven't missed too much. Other than a giant monster wiping out the city we were living in.
Anybody there? Aaron!
Fuck yeah.
Hey!
And that's what I love about Twitch, is that, like, while I'm working from home, I'll just chuck on one of my favorite streams, listen to it almost like a podcast. It's great. I'm glad you're just chilling, Fat Schnitzel. So, alright. make our way around these desolate ruins. Now, I've only sort of just put this on my PC, so I don't have any old save files I can use for my Albed Primas. But for those who don't know, there's another race of people in this game called the Albed. They have their own language, and you can progressively learn said language by picking up the Albed Primas, which are magazines essentially, which gives you, you know, A equals C, whatever, and then you slowly learn the language. But if you play through a second time, you can actually use the data from the previous playthrough, and then you can start the game fully knowing the language. And it just opens it up to a whole bunch of sequences and in-game story that you miss out early on because you don't know the language. It's very cool. Oh yeah, there it is. Just running around aimlessly looking for that chest. When this game first came out, it was so atmospheric and different to any other Final Fantasy. Although in hindsight, the game itself is extremely like every other Final Fantasy, but it was so revolutionary at the time. There was nothing else like it on the PlayStation 2. Another chest of rune, high potion, and that will come in handy. Not really. Probably won't need to use items and whatnot for quite a while. Even then, like once you get a healer in the party, it's pretty much game over for items until you pick up the character Riku later on, who you use items for constantly. Or once you sort of get to end game and you have to start building your own gear, you use a lot of items then. Time for some combat. Oh, this was another revolutionary thing. Underwater combat. Never seen anything like it. What are you gonna do, buddy? I'd stop worrying about me and maybe worry about the thing coming out of that cave. You have to fight this thing later on, because you come back here at the end of the game. And, fuck, it's an annoying fight. Punch! I may actually have to use an item. He's gonna punch me again. I don't think it'll kill me. Huh. No. Yeah, I'll just check the potion. And here's all my talk about not having to use items. Oh, come, it wasn't that much of a spoiler, Krabs. Come on. Come on. Oh, wow. I didn't even have to use... Oh, of course. Because it's the starter enemy, right? It can only hit you for half your health. Yeah, nothing... I should have known. Because it's the start of the game, and if it could just outright kill you in 2 punches, it's not a very good starting enemy. think you're right, Fatch. It's I seem to remember that from a guide or something a long time ago. Oh well, it was only a potion. I'm sure we will get by with 9 potions instead of 10.
I had made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
Yeah. And it's so easy to spend time on this game. Because you can play it like... I mean, there's people that play this game competitively in like games done quick and... you know, challenge runs and stuff like that. Or you can jump in and just, like I'm doing today, just like playing it chill. Not going for 100%. Just going to enjoy the ride. But I think my first ever playthrough of this was like 120 hours. And I think it was also the shortest playthrough I've ever done of this game. Because I didn't do the celestial weapons, didn't do I didn't do the Dark Aeons, which were included in the Australian version at the time, I believe. Hello. There we go. Through the door. Wasn't it due yesterday, Krabs? I'm pretty sure the census was due yesterday. Just saying. Then again, it doesn't take too long. I feel like it was pretty simple this year. $222. Fuck that. This is where it came from. But surely they don't enforce that. How could they? I mean, it's... Do they go around to everyone's door and just be like, have you done the census? Don't lie to me. Then again, it's the Australian government. It wouldn't surprise me if they started fining people for not completing a fucking survey about what job you have and how many children you've got. Just doesn't make sense. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it's always good to have that kind of data, but I don't know. I feel like it misses a whole subgroup of people that don't have the ability or the means to even have a home to get their census information delivered to. And just like every other year, like on the survey, yeah, spaghetti monster. I mean, you can just put whatever you want in there, I think. I just put none because I didn't want to give them more valuable data. Then again, I don't really have a religion. The 420 religion.
I need food. What do you want?
What are you going to put down as your job, Krabs?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
Oh, you haven't started your new job yet, have you? So
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be.
what are the ones from the second game? New Yevon?
Me?
New Yevon, Old Yevon, and religion, Blitzball. I live for the Blitz.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me!
No.
Ah, Just hold on. I'll get more wood.
No, you won't. Another super cool fucking enemy that just becomes a standard run-of-the-mill random battle later in the game.
Give me a break!
No. Let's see if this thing can kill us. I will not use healing items. I will not use healing items. Have they sent in the backup? Ancient temple. Better use C4 grade explosives to get through the door. Oh, mate. Yes, he's whiny, but he's nowhere near as whiny as little bitches like Vaughn from 12, Hope from 13. I'd take Titus any day of the week over those pricks. Any day of the week.
You on my side?
Not necessarily. Quick, use a grenade. Granada! Oh yeah. I'm just gonna use the other one because why not? Didn't do as much damage. Cool. Attack her. I probably should have stolen another grenade. Also, question. See, I addressed this at the start of the stream, Crabs, before you jumped on. It is unfortunately been confirmed as Titus. And I believe it is based in the fact that the Japanese don't have, phonetically, don't have the sound Tai. Like there is no combination of hiragana that can give you the sound Tai. But they do have T. And so his name is Titus.
That was close.
Hence I named him Titus.
Hey, let me go.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? And I was exactly the same, Fat Schnitzel, I was exactly the same for many years. Because, you know, you just read it as Titus. It reads to a naturally English-speaking person, Titus. Cool.
Kuno.
They don't have a word for escalator. Titus does sound wrong. Like to the ears. It doesn't sound wrong. They don't have a word for escalator? What do they call them? Upstairs? Conveyor stair? Would it be some weird combination of words like stair rope?
Hey, that hurts. Whoa.
Escalator wa tabimasu.
Penis.
No, strawberry is ichigo in Japanese. Strawberry. Apple, Mirkuru,
I said I don't understand.
Beefiru, Akunama,
Fed!
Akuna Matata.
Said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
All right. What's the color or something that they just add ooh onto? Wow, okay. The Japanese developed an entire second alphabet to handle English-sounding words. It's called katakana. And so there's lots of things that just sound Englishy with a on the end of it. But it definitely wasn't strawberry. Pancake in Japanese is pancake. Hey, it's brother. What's up,
I
brother?
forgot.
Learning to... Oh, fucking... Please. Oh, I can skip. I can skip tutorials.
We found some ancient ruins right beneath us.
Ooh.
It's
Yes.
not active now, but there should still
Coca-Cola,
be some
yeah.
power left. We're gonna go down there and
Pancakey.
activate it. And then we should be able to... Okay, let's get to work.
Let's go find ourselves an airship, ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs up. Now, something that's never been explained, I don't think officially, like I don't think it's in the Final Fantasy X Ultimania, but maybe, I don't think you'll know, Krabs, but maybe Thatch Stencil will know. Is it confirmed that these guys can breathe underwater? Has there ever been an explanation as to if these guys can breathe underwater? Because I don't think there has been. Not in game, yeah. There's probably something in the Ultimania, which is, but I don't own a copy or have read. I actually don't own any of the Ultimanias, but it's definitely on my list of things to purchase eventually. Apparently there's like a lot of background information and stuff developers confirm that just never really gets explained in the games. That'll make it work. Just smash it with your hand. Look out, there's piranha. Something to do with high flyers. Now that actually would be fucking badass if that was the case. Good point, Thatch Thistle. She does. There's like an entire thing on her learning to hold her breath for an extended period of time. So it could just be that Blitzball players spend literally an entire lifetime just developing the ability to hold their breath. Do I want to go back for Jinx? I kind of feel like I don't want to go backwards for Jinx. Nothing to it, Fat. Nothing to it. Always gonna go to the expert sphere grid. I mean, in the end, you can just blitz enough to get level 2, 3, and 4 unlock spheres. And I mean, there's plenty of opportunities to get mad AP. So, like, I've never actually struggled with the expert sphere grid. It just takes a bit longer, I think, if you're willing to do the grind. You will have nothing, so obviously... Hey, there's no brag. I come sufficiently seasoned in this particular area. It's out of range. So, please, can I pinch and strike it straight away? No, I can just stand by, which is stupid. Let's just get some health back. Good question, Krabs. When do we get Cloud? Probably never. You cheeky shit. Steal another grenade off you. Why is this thing full of grenades? Granada! May as well just keep at it. Steal another grenade. Oh, couldn't steal anything. He's coming up. He's not too far off. We're just gonna get through this section and then he'll be on board. Right? And like, I think about the areas you go through, like in this particular section, and I can't think of them in the grand scheme of, like when we actually do get the airship. I'm just gonna fucking try and steal something. No, don't think he's got any grenades left. Don't kill her. Wow, she's dead. What Phoenix Downs can do? And don't worry about that. Flash Sense Alive spoiled this game for Krabs more than you'll ever know. He's gonna attack this fucker until he dies. Overdrive? Close though. No. You can tell Mrs. Krabs that that is not for a long time. And the ha 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 section is not going to be for a while either. But yeah, if you ever want Mrs. Krabs to woo even harder over your sexy ass, all you have to say is that just put your fingers together and blow, and I'll come running no matter where you are. And she will swoon. She will fall head over heels for you again. She may even ask you to marry her again. That's just how powerful that line is. Hey, we're getting levels, which I'm not going to spend yet. Let me out. Because that's the facility next to the airship. You dingus, Kramal, you fucking moron. That's why you don't remember seeing those bits in the airship. It's because the airship's down here where the lights are pointing. Hi, I'm Kramal, and I'm an idiot. Krabs, for reference, this giant thing we're about to look at is an airship. My question is, how do they get it out from underneath the rocks? My next question is, who the fuck cleans this thing? Like, it is just covered in years of algae and muck and fucking rocks and shit. An underwater boat is a submarine, Krabs. Get it together, alright? You're on my stream. You're representing me as a streamer. Pull it together, man. Underwater boat. No, it's a submarine.
Hey! Hey, I helped out, didn't I?
I mean, just because something isn't currently in the sky flying around doesn't mean it's not an airship.
Hungry.
You don't call one of those planes that lands on water a boat when it's on the water and a plane in the air. Call it a boat plane.
Whoa! Right on.
Thanks, Fat Snitzel. If you jump back on, awesome. If you don't, hit the follow button and you'll see the next time I'm live. Thanks very much for chilling with us, man. We had heaps of fun.
Hey,
Hence underwater
you eat
boat.
too
Okay,
fast.
Krabs. Fine, you win. Congratulations. Yes, Fat Stitzel, thank you so much. Have an amazing night and I hope to see you on later. Otherwise, I'll see you on my next stream, man. Thanks.
hey.
Hello there. What is your name?
Riku.
Whoa! You really do understand.
Woohoo! Hey, Aaron. How you going? Thanks for joining in.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
We're playing some Final Fantasy X. We're just chilling.
We were a fiend.
No challenge runs. No freaky deaky.
We?
Kill every monster.
We means you.
Complete the battle arena. Fight penance stuff. We're just chilling.
Who
Sleeping.
are you guys anyway?
I get that
We're out
feeling.
of bed. Can't you
I
tell?
had a long day at work today, so I know how you feel.
Wait.
I'm doing good.
You're not an Al Bed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Al Bed is.
Where are you from?
Xanarkin. I'm a Blitzball player.
Yeah. Star player of the Xanarkin Abes.
Did you hit your head or something?
What you been up to today, Aaron?
You guys hit me?
Just chilling?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
We were saying before, it is the kind of game that you can just jump in and easily play for 130 hours, whether
So
it
I
be
told her everything there
an
was to
insane
tell
challenge
about
run
Xanarkin.
or a speed run or
About life
just to
there,
relax.
Blitzball,
I often just
and
jump into
Sin's
this
attack,
game, fresh file,
and about how
don't know,
Armin and I
you
were
know, I'm not going
engulfed
to pick
in
it
this
up from a
light.
previous point or anything, I just
said
jump in
things as they came to mind.
just to relax,
But then
because
I
it is such a
started to
chill
wonder,
game.
Did I say something funny?
You were near Sin.
I sure was, buddy.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
Are you trying to say I'm stupid? Oh yeah?
You mean I'm sick?
What are you
Because of Sin's toxin.
what are you grinding
yeah.
towards at the moment? Like your end game?
Sure.
Like trying to
Yeah, there
get
is no
through the
Xanarkin
monster
anymore.
arena and
Sin
do the
destroyed it
penance
1,000
fight,
years
or are
ago.
you doing the Dark Aeons, or are you
So
just
no one plays Blitzball there.
powering through a standard play?
Huh? What do you mean, 1,000 years ago? But I saw Sin attack Xanarkin. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way.
So, Krabs, for for context there, that message you just sent was blocked by my auto my Autobot because you used the words nigiri. Oh, justified sin. That's awesome. The grind can get very real in this game. Yes, Aaron. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. Ooh, Albert Prima. These are the things I was talking about before. We need to pick these up so we can learn the language. Y equals A. Remember that. Hey, Chivo. I got a Chivo too. Sweet. So, Aaron, is this like your first time playing through FF10? Or is it just a game that you're rehashing?
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
Where the fuck is Luca? Nice! Well, don't spend all your time just grinding for Sin, because you've got so many other cool things you can do with all of that grind time.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca.
And there are heaps of ways that you can use the in-game mechanics, as in like the cool end-game content, to make yourself super strong for not only Sin, but the other end-game bosses as well.
And one thing.
She's got clothes on. It's just skin colored, bro. Don't worry about it.
You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh.
That's just skin colored clothing. And belts.
My Xanarkand? Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought.
Yeah,
Since
right.
when?
It's a town of debauchery from where I'm from.
Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place that I can go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future?
I mean, it's... Sin as a boss is relatively okay. Like, have you attempted to fight him already? And it didn't go so good? And now you're going back and leveling up, or are you just preparing yourself for what you think is going to be a super hard fight? Where? Right. No worries, Crabs. The whole Sin fight is an amazing set of boss battles. I thoroughly enjoyed that. But if you're looking for good places to get your grind on, the Monster Arena is fantastic. Because if you're up to at least the face battle, that means you can jump around on the airship and go wherever you want. So you capture a whole bunch of monsters, head to the Monster Arena in the Calm Lands, and just slowly progress through the Monster Arena. You get really good AP and really good experience, or AP is experience in this game.
Blitzball!
But you also get a whole bunch of items, which makes filling out the sphere grid a lot easier.
Hey!
A Blitzball! Yay! Oh, Krabs is missing his favorite character. Oh, screen tear. Krabs, I was just saying, we've just got to your favorite character. What do you mean? I thought Waka was your favorite. Come on, we all know you love Waka. Hey, brother. Just running around grabbing some items. Oh, that was Cass. I didn't realize Mrs. Krabs was talking on your behalf. Well, now you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn a whole bunch about this game. First things first, this character is Waka. He is a rolling Jamaican stereotype and extremely problematic in today's environment. Brother.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
The other thing you need to know about Waka is that he's voiced by Mr. DiMaggio, the guy that voices Marcus Phoenix in Gears of War, Bender from Futurama, Jake the dog from Adventure Time, and a whole bunch of other voices.
You know who you play for?
The Xanarkin.
The Xanarkin apes. Praise be to Yevon. Brother, that's wrong.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that.
I did that so that we pronounce his name
I got
correctly.
too,
If I put
close to
Titus on
Sin.
there, everyone's
My
just going to
head's
be
all
like
foggy
Titus
like.
because it's spelled Titus, so we're going to say
I don't know where
Titus.
this place is.
Now, all you can say is Titus.
Since toxin got to you,
Titus.
but you're still alive.
Praise be to Yevon. Tali mi banana.
All right, back to practice.
Back to practice. Brother.
I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother.
Cunts
Wow,
fucked
you hungry?
indeed.
Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
Seriously, like, how did they think this was a good idea? Why didn't they just get an actual Jamaican
like I could
person
trust
to
this
voice it? If they
Waka,
wanted him to
so
be
I just had to
Caribbean,
ask.
get an actual Caribbean person to
True
voice
Xanarkin
him.
was destroyed, right?
Instead of
1,000
some
years
middle-aged
ago?
white
So
guy.
It's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Some
Long time ago,
White,
there were a
middle-aged
whole lot of
brother.
cities in Spira. Big cities with machina.
machines to run them.
People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well,
Waka
Take a
waka
look.
waka.
Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkand along with them. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask
Patriarchy.
me, sins are punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
FYI, that's not the ha ha ha
Looking for the
scene.
Xanarkand Daves, that was a good one, huh?
That's a good one, brother.
Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that is
Exactly.
pretty soft, eh?
I appreciate
make
the
a very
fact
good
that
point.
Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All
Yes,
this
the
started
famous
with
one.
Sin.
I don't know if
Maybe
we'll be
if I
able to
could
get to
find
it in
Sin
this
one more
stream
time,
because I'm only going to stream
I
for
could go
3
home.
hours. But
For now, I just
Ooh.
live life until that time came. No more worrying
It's,
about where or when I was.
it's a moment.
Sure, it was hard not to think of home.
That's for
but
sure.
I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
Maybe. I probably don't need to save every 2 seconds, but you know, for so habit.
Hey, it's this way.
Are you guys ready to see a colossal dick move? How did you get in front of me? Oh.
Huh?
Oh. Brother! Because it's unforgettable, Aaron. It is a bit of unforgettable gaming history. And I believe it has gone down as some of the worst voice acting in video game history. Oop. Now, Krabs, in case you didn't know, Waka, who plays Blitzball, uses a Blitzball as his weapon. I don't know how he can get enough momentum on the ball underwater to do any kind of damage to a fish, but hey, that's what he does. Also, how does his hair stay like that underwater? Just don't get it. I do not get it. Chest, just my right. Yes. Hot potion. Now, I don't think the ball is of a boomerang nature. I just think that he hits it in such a perfect way that it ricochets straight back towards it. It just goes to show you how much practice and effort Waka puts into being a Blitzball player, and yet his team has never won a game. Just goes to show what kind of leader he is. Lots of gel. It's a what's that Ben Stiller film? Fucking Something About Mary. It's obviously a Something About Mary situation. Take that. Another Chester Rooney. Oh, yeah. Antidotes. These will become useful in the coming winter. I mean, the game was pretty back then, but fuck, it holds up. You know, it's why this game has been on like 10 different consoles, is because this game just looks amazing. Ooh, lots of spheres. We need spheres. Getting spheres is a good problem. Is there another chest down here? No. Negative on the chest. Booyah! And that fucking laugh.
Let me go.
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
Want me on your team, right? It's okay, Titus. You can breathe underwater. Sorry, Titus. His name's Titus.
A major Blitz
I said it wrong.
tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there.
Brother.
It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh?
Come on.
Come on.
Sure thing.
Don't sound so unhappy about it.
Our team is gonna rock, eh?
Oh my god. You can tell he loses the accent multiple times throughout this game.
I thought then that Blitzball
That was
and
one of
Sin
those
were the only
moments.
two things that Spira and Xanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
All right.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago.
He's 23 years
10
old.
years, and we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right.
Yes, that you missed.
So, after quitting, I
What
got
flavor
this
did
new
you put in
job, yeah?
crabs?
But every time my mind wanders,
Is it just watermelon
all
again?
about the game.
Or melon?
10 years without a
Do
single
you
win
still
will
just
do
get
that.
your juice from fucking Cactus
My first
Vape?
match last year was my big chance.
Or
But something
have
else
you
was
actually
on my
expanded
mind.
your horizons and
Couldn't
gone
focus.
elsewhere?
Nice excuse.
Hey.
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang.
I told you, baby. I know you. I know you.
So, what's our goal?
I don't
Melon.
care how we do. Long as
Although,
we play our best.
to be fair, that flavor
We
fucking
give it our all.
rocks
I can walk
and is
away
ridiculously refreshing. Yeah, stay with
No,
what's safe. I
no.
completely agree
If
with that.
I say, what's our goal?
There is nothing
you
worse than
say
priming a coil
victory.
with a juice
When you
that
play
tastes
in a
like
Blitzball
absolute
tournament,
fucking
you play to
garbage.
win.
happy. Victory. You're serious?
I love this. I love this bit. It's like he's never considered victory as an option before. As a Blitzball coach / captain, Mr. Wiki's watermelon crush. Nice.
Ah, the one from the sea.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
It's a love-hate relationship for
After
me,
surviving
Aaron,
your run-in
because
with
I
Sid, you'd be
100% want to
ashamed
quit.
something
There
happened
is not a single moment that I vape that I don't want to just flat out quit.
Luzu and Gata.
But it's a million
Crusaders.
times better than smoking.
Huh?
And the problem is that it just tastes so good that it's really hard to
You
just put it
forgot that
down.
too? Hey,
Hence
it's
why I
alright.
vape
Don't
on
worry
stream,
about
because
it.
it's just,
I'll help you out.
it's easy, it's chill.
Cool. In
Mellows
return,
me out.
come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
Addiction, we love it. Crybaby Crabs 2021, quote of the year.
Eastside Village.
They got any food there?
Yeah, because I'm fucking
We'll get you
starving.
something over there later. Take a look around first. Let's see. The Crusaders Lodge is over yonder.
I used to have one
Usually
flavor
Qatar
that I would
usually there.
only ever vape, and that was Mr. Jackson's
All right.
Schnickel Fritz, which was like a watermelon,
Over here.
raspberry, apple combination, and it was
Do remember the prayer,
chef
right?
kisses. It was amazing. However, they stopped distributing to
Of
Australia.
course, I'd never prayed
And I
before
couldn't
in
get
my
it
life. Not that he would know that.
Oh, menthol
Must have
though.
forgot or something.
See, I used to smoke
Yeah,
menthol
I'll show you.
cigarettes, and Krabs will know this very well. Is because we used to mainline Marlboro Ice Blasts, and so the first thing I did was I jumped on a menthol flavor when I converted over to vaping, and I got sick of it because I didn't need the menthol to cover up the fucking disgusting taste of tobacco. But I can understand the refreshing nature of menthol. In fact,
Not bad.
blueberry menthol is one of my other favorite flavors to vape.
Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any Blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the Blitzball sign for victory.
Marlboro Ice Blasts. That was a different time. Whew. As in, like, the Marlboro ones? Or just like in Japan they had they had menthol cigarettes that were $5 a pack. Because the last time I went to Japan I was 14 and I wasn't a smoker, so I never jumped on the smoking whilst in Japan bandwagon, although there was advertising for it fucking everywhere. You didn't have to buy some, Krabs, you felt like buying some. Addiction. We love it. I need like a little star twinkle to go on like my teeth, like ding. No, had to. Definitely had to.
It was then, standing in that place.
You need to start streaming again, Krabs, so we can get you some merch. And we'll just get, like, a Crybaby
I
Crabs
began to
t-shirt
realize how
that just
different
says
this world was from my own.
addiction, and then on the back it'll say, "We love it." The marketing potential is enormous. It's Lord Braska. Yeah, and you've got Halo Infinite coming out soon, although your PC probably can't run it.
Receive a statue for our temple.
Time to get a new computer.
Well, what's a high
I understand that it may not be the best time to do it, but eventually you need to get a new computer.
I got too close to Sin's toxin. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over
What console
and
do you
over.
play, Aaron?
Funny.
Are you mainly a
And a little
PC
sad.
guy?
The
Do you
summoners
play
are practitioners of the
consoles?
sacred
What's your
art,
poison?
Sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become summoners, who call forth entities of great power.
You should
the
wear that
Aeons.
shirt on stream, Crabs.
The Aeons
Console,
hear our prayers
nice.
and come down to us.
What are you playing Final Fantasy
They
X
have the
on?
blessing of Yevon.
Please tell me it's PlayStation.
So what he meant
Tell me you're a purist, like me.
was that we should respect some kind of great men, or
Says the guy
something like
playing
that,
on
I
PC
figured.
right now. Oop. That's the cloister of trials. Xbox One X! Not so disappointing because it's Final Fantasy X. So, the more mediums it's on for people to play, the better. Good point, Crabs. Xbox controller. Only because they work best with PC. So, don't at me.
Sorry, man. Take a nap.
Take a nap. Thanks. I will take a nap. What did I just say, Crabs? Don't at me.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
It's a rule.
But it's been...
It's been nearly. Uh-oh. Childhood flashback.
But it's been nearly...
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Poor Jake.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
The Dark Aeons. Mate.
Fine, let him.
Do you?
The Dark Aeons are still a bane to my existence to this day. I've sort of gotten to the point
You'll never
on
be
other
able to tell
playthroughs
anyone
where
what
I
you
don't
did.
really struggle with them up until I get to about Bahamut. Dark Bahamut's a bit of a bitch. And obviously this is not me cheesing it with Zenmato as well. Like, I actually legitimately try and beat them properly. But man, tough fights. Tough fucking fights. Let's go interrupt a
Something
ritual.
wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner.
Remember?
So
Oh.
someone is in there somewhere
So,
and they haven't come back out.
Shiva-
Right, I got it.
A day's
I
already
think
gone
Shiva
by.
is like the
Is it particularly
second or third
dangerous in there?
hardest of all of them. Like, Shiva
Sometimes,
slaps. Shiva fucking
Why don't
slaps.
you go in and help?
There's already
But she
guardians in there.
becomes,
Besides, it's forbidden.
if you are happy to spend
Hey,
the
but what if something
99
happens?
dark matter
What if the
per
summoner
weapon
dies?
to get
precepts must be
auto
obeyed.
life,
Like I care.
her diamond dust becomes irrelevant. And that's usually the issue. Like, so if you don't have high enough to defense
Maybe This wasn't
to
such a good
beat her
idea
standard
after
attack,
all.
which hits for 100k. Then you need auto life of some kind, auto life or auto phoenix. The problem is that with auto phoenix, is that you can't. It doesn't account for diamond dust because diamond dust hits all 3 party members. But man, she's a tough mistress, that old Shiva. Shiva slaps even some of the most veteran players into next year. But yeah, Shiva and the Major Sisters are probably technically, like from a technical standpoint, the 2 hardest ones that I've found. They're like Dark Valfor, Dark Ifrit, Dark Ixion, pretty easy in terms of mechanics. But yeah, Shiva, man, she hits. She hits and just don't quit. Insert that sphere. Well, I don't mind a mistress myself. But yeah, Shiva can take a break. Do. I think I grabbed the destruction sphere too early. Hot to try. I'm gonna touch this one as well. Pop that there. Grab this sphere. I've done these like 50 gajillion times, but I still have to reference. No, I don't have to reference a guide or anything, but like I have to think. It's not that confusing. This, at least this one, the one for Bahamut. The one for Bahamut is bullshit. Like it takes quite a while and a lot of fucking around. And the one for Shiva is pretty meh as well. But otherwise they're all relatively easy to deal with. Get this sphere again. Bahamut bin Laden. No, Bahamut is the name of an ancient dragon. Crabs. Not the name of a terrorist group leader. And it's spelt Bahamut, M-U-T, not M-I-T. In Bahamut as an entity was sourced from Dungeons and Dragons lore, not Mut.
It's gotten into
Mut.
Hey, it's okay.
Brother is brother. Bahamut is the brother to Tiamat.
It's a tradition, very important.
And Tiamat is an ancient
So what about
dragon
you?
from D&D lore.
Me? I'm a guardian.
A guardian?
Looks like we lost Azza. But hey, 2 new followers on the first Wednesday night stream.
Summoners go
Fuck,
on a
it's been a
pilgrimage
good
to pray
night.
at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them. The Guardians in there
Smaug
now.
is from
One of
Tolkien
them's got
literature.
a sure fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, not that we come this far.
Maybe that's why we lost him,
Might
because I
as well
started
go all the
talking
way.
about dragons. Chivo!
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
I think the Xbox app is set to like
just-
streamer mode or anything, because the achievements that pop up don't show up on OBS. Like, you can't see it when I get an achievement, or at least it doesn't show up. Should have kept talking about Shiva and
Somewhere
Vape.
all right?
Yeah,
Who
Shiva,
are
Vape,
you?
mistresses. Yeah, I wonder why that is. It's probably because it's like set to streamer mode or something. Like Discord has a streamer mode, so that if I pulled the Discord window up on the screen, you wouldn't be able to see anything that's on there. It keeps all of your identities safe. Oh, right, of course. It's Kimari, the Lion Man. Save some for Kimari. Do I? Ah, shit. It doesn't ever pop up on my phone. Here we go. Yes, Yuna. I did it. I've become a summoner. His name's Kimari.
I've done it.
I've become a summoner. Kimari is cool, but unfortunately he is the shittest character in the game. Amazing backstory. Cool
Man, was I
motherfucker.
surprised.
But he is the
here I
shittest
was
character
thinking
in this
summoners
game.
were all geezers.
Stats wise, like base stats, and the way they handle his backstory. No, it is not King from Tekken. Because King is human and he wears a leopard mask.
Hey, over here.
King isn't some leopard human hybrid. Although, interesting that you bring that up. I actually read
Till you see this.
a whole bunch of plot summaries and background lore for Tekken recently,
Ready?
and the backstory behind King is fucking insane.
Okay.
He was a criminal and he got busted for like dealing drugs and all this kind of shit and ruining people's lives. He went to prison and then in prison was a luchador and like did wrestling until he got out of prison. Because he had no form of stable income, he used the skills he learned as a luchador in prison and then went on the pro circuit to make money. He made a significant amount of money and then opened up a children's orphanage. Then he met his mentor, who is Armor King, which is the other King character. Which I think in the original first two, Armor King was just a different skin for Standard King, but then they actually made him into his own canonical character as King's mentor. And they both fight each other in the King of Fist tournament. And then at the start of number 3, King goes on a trip somewhere. Armor King stays behind to look after the orphanage. And then the
I've never
orphanage
seen
gets
anything
burnt
like it in my
down.
life.
And Armor King
Sure,
gets
it's a little
killed.
scary, but still, I could
And then
feel a strange kind of
The
gentleness
King of
coming
Fist
from
Tournament 3 and King of Fist Tournament 4 is Armor King. Is King searching for Armor King's killer. Interesting. Or at least I thought it was interesting. It is intense. It's fucking intense. Birdie.
I remember that night we talked for the first time. I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed. For everyone. For
You
me.
don't see Sid until like 3/4 of the way through the game. Sid is Yuna's
Let me
uncle,
introduce you to the team.
who
This guy
also
here
just happens
wants
to
into
be
the
an
tournament so
Albed.
bad, I let him on the team. His memory's a little fuzzy, so don't mind him if he says anything odd.
Brother.
Come on, say hi.
Hi.
Hi guys. So what's our goal?
To do our best.
Nope, we got a new goal now. Our new goal is victory.
Seriously, listen to
To
these
win
guys.
every match, defeat every
They've
opposing
never
team.
heard of possibly
Crystal
having
Cup back to
victory
our
as an
island.
outcome. That's how
That's
bad
all we
this
need to
team
do to
is.
win. Easy, huh?
It's because you can just hear Waka's voice and you know it's Waka. Brother.
Victory! 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 Yeah!
Now, we've just gotten to a very poignant point in the game. We are now going to attempt to speak with Yuna. There is going to be an old lady. She's going to be a cunt and tell us to stay away from the summoner. Context. When I first played this game, I made this woman say, stay away from the summoner 100 times because I was told that it gave you a special unlock. You gotta remember, I was 10.
Stay away from the summoner.
You'll see what I mean when I do it now. You're a bad man.
Be careful.
But it was really my fault to begin with.
I really wish I could hit her because she's annoying.
I'm Yuna. Thank you so much for your help earlier.
Yuna, I mean. I wish I could slap her in the face.
I'm sorry about that. Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of overreacted.
Oh no, I was overconfident.
Typical Yuna.
I saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
Really? Do you think I can become High Summoner?
Sure. What's a high summoner?
Lady Yuna, come play with me some more.
Is the reaction Tidus should have had.
So, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
The same boat?
Really?
We can talk more.
Huh.
No. You're about to see what I did.
Tell me all about Xanarkand.
If I had to go through this dialogue 100 times, I think I'd fucking kill myself. She's not my type.
Then we're cool.
Hey, but what if she, comes on to me?
This is so stupid.
That's not going to happen. If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
Alright, so you get here, right? And I was told that you get something, I don't even remember what it was. It might have been a weapon or something, if you do this 100 times.
Stay away from the summoner. Stay away from the summoner. Stay away from the summoner. Stay away from the summoner.
And so I did. I counted them. I did all 100.
Good. Sleep tight.
Face palm indeed, Krabs. Face palm indeed. I'm gonna move my chat box. Yeah, over there. There we go. Properties. I don't want it to disappear.
Where's that boat?
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
There we
You
go.
really sure this is okay?
Okay, single child.
Would you
mean only
take
child?
me to Xanarkand?
I mean, yes, I was single at the time. I was 10, but
You said you'd go with me.
Oh, hey,
hey,
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did?
I said she wasn't my type.
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming!
Yeah, so you're talking about poor lonely single children. This fucker dreaming about the 2 women he's spoken with in the past 5 minutes.
Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
I hate you.
Huh? What'd you say?
I hate you.
You have to speak loudly.
I hate you.
Huh?
That's the spirit.
You're not an idiot, Krabs. Don't
You
worry.
can do it.
It was just the way that I read it. I knew exactly what you meant, but when I read it initially, it made me giggle inside because I thought you were saying that that it was a problem that me as a 10-year-old was single.
He does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too.
Oh, Tits McGee has just arrived.
But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought him here in the
Or
first
Miss
place.
Belts.
Yeah, but
I'm glad.
Excuses again?
Excuses again?
yeah, but
That's it. No more. Enough, Waka.
Maybe get less belts. It's probably easier to move around in that dress if you don't have so many fucking belts. They do. Post Final Fantasy X. So at the end of, or once the game finishes, they get together and they have a kid.
Scary. So, who's Chapu?
My brother.
My little brother.
Brother.
Looked like you.
He's dead?
I mean, he doesn't get any sexy
He
time
was
for a
with the
very long
Crusaders when
time.
they fought Sin last year. He didn't make it.
Because Waka, Lulu
First turn
literally
on the
no,
day of the
doesn't hate
tournament.
his guts, but
Oh, so that's why.
detests the thought of having sex with him
I
for the
became
better
a
part of
guardian
his
to
entire
fight Sin.
game.
Yeah?
Revenge then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother.
Brother.
Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full time. I know it kind of looks like I'm using you,
Yes.
but I'm not.
Don't worry. I mean, I owe you a
So
lot.
Waka's brother, Chapu, who they're talking about here, who got
Really
killed by Sin last
Help me
year,
out, you know? What I
was
mean
with
is,
Lulu. So Lulu and Chapu were a
Thanks,
thing.
Waka.
Then Chapu joined this mercenary group
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
who were in charge of like going out and trying to kill Sin. And he literally got crushed. Like, they describe it later in the game, I'm pretty sure. Like, he literally just got flattened into paste. And, yeah, so Lulu hasn't forgiven Waka. I don't know what for. It wasn't really his fault, but yeah. Should have gone with Yuna. Yuna is a 16-year-old girl. Waka is in his 20s.
Whoa! You're giving this to me?
Could have gone with Yuna, but that would have been statutory rape.
That's the sword you gave Chapu.
Well, he never used it.
He never used it because he got flattened by Sin.
Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same boat as Yuna, right? Why do we gotta wait here?
Who the fuck is
I came to
Luna?
this village 10 years ago.
You mean
when the
Lulu?
last calm started.
The calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and
Or
Lulu.
Yuna? Yuna
She
or
had the
Lulu?
talent.
Or
She
their
became an apprentice.
combination person, Luna?
Now, today, she leaves as a
Hello,
summoner.
other viewer.
This is
Welcome
our
to the
journey.
stream.
We should leave together.
We're playing Final Fantasy X. And just chilling. Thanks for dropping in.
You really don't.
I hope
need
you're having
all
an
that
amazing
luggage.
evening or morning,
They're
depending
not
on where
really
you
my
are in the
things.
world.
They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation.
And Krabs was just having troubles with identifying the different characters of the game. It's not stupidity,
Okay,
Krabs.
off we go.
For a person that, when I first met you, said, I fucking hate Final Fantasy, to now you've been upskilled in Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 10 now. You've come a long way.
Here comes one now. Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
Okay, I will. You just hear someone call out over the ridge. My dog!
You kept up with him pretty well.
Whoops.
Might make a good guardian someday. A flyer.
Don't say that, Krabs. You do like this shit because you loved the demo, which means you like the game. You gonna go play some speedrunners? Well, enjoy. I'm gonna keep playing this. Gotta learn all these battle mechanics.
That looks like trouble.
Ha, watch this.
Ha, watch this. Bloop.
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing.
Love you long time too, Krabs. Have fun playing speedrunners with Scott.
Magic? Element?
And those of you watching, if you jump onto my YouTube channel, there is a great clip reel of Krabs, our friend Scott, and myself playing speedrunners, which was taken down but then put back up because they thought it had sexual content in it.
Spells of ice.
YouTube.com/Cremor.
And ice beams are weak, Yufa.
I get fire and ice.
Lightning and water up. This one here is a water.
Which means I will DM you if we get to play Blitzball, but we definitely won't be getting to Blitzball today. Onward! It's time to pray before we leave, brother.
Take your time.
Let's get going, man.
Fucking hell. Insensitive prick.
Are you ready?
What's
Let's have a
going
cheeky
on?
prayer, shall we?
It's an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip.
But we've been
Chapu
attacked by
didn't pray
dogs
that
and
day.
monsters and shit
He
just to
used
get
his
up to
boat.
here. Surely that doesn't bode well for the rest of the journey. Go on, let's pray. Let's pray. Praise be to Yevon, brother.
That should do it.
That should do it. Give her a save. Oops, no. There we go. We won't start stagger saving until we get to, like, after Kilika. I don't think there's any points of no return up until about Kilika. So we'll save it till then. I'm gonna try and kill Kamari now. Just delete most of his HP straight away. Oh, you missed me. Oh yeah, he's got to use jump at least once. Well, I hope you're having an amazing evening, viewer. If you like Final Fantasy content or RPGs in general, consider following the channel. I'd love to have a chat with you one-on-one, or, you know, just feel free to chill. If you're anything like me, you just jump onto Twitch and have it as background noise while you're doing work or something, so fully appreciate that.
He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
It's not
another
man.
Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
He's John Lion Man.
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kimari doesn't talk much anyway.
Save some for the Kimari.
He has protected me since I was a child.
Blip. Alright. Making our way down to the Besaid shoreline. In terms of grinding and stuff, there's really no point doing any grinds around this area. There's not really a lot you can get out of it. It's all tutorial fights and stuff anyway.
That's your department, right?
True, but
why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
Summoning and switching during battle.
Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
Okay. Let's summon an Aeon. Birdie! I've got to set the summoning animations to skip after I've watched them for the first time. Some of them can get a bit long. A bit long in the tooth. Oh yeah, I can delay its turn. Sonic Wings! Sonic Boom! Oh, Valpor's got sense. It's got 1100 HP left. Bam! Whoop, you missed me. But critical hit. Try some black magic on it. Thunder and lightning! Very, very frightening! Yeah, it does the right damage. I feel like one of Valfor's overdrives is here in Besaid. I just can't remember if it is. I got some like equipment to move around. Definitely get the old Roto Wisdom. Titus doesn't have anything special. I'll quickly spend these as well. What's this? Lancet. Yeah, I'm definitely going in the opposite direction. Give me that accuracy. Titus. Grab some speeds here. Get some strength. And a bit of defense, I reckon. Very good. Moving on. Another one of those.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
Dark attack. He's blind. Quick. Zap him. I'm not going to bother with that. I am, however, going to swap in my man Titus. Oh, he can get hits on this guy. That's good. Oh, yes! Zan, thanks very much for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Hope you're having an amazing evening. Thanks for jumping in. We're playing some Final Fantasy X. And we're just chilling. Not doing any crazy challenge runs or anything like that, so... Just relaxing after a long Wednesday. Oh, the Varrock sword. Is that even worth equipping? I don't think there's anything worth equipping. Yeah, so like Brotherhood's much better than that. Brotherhood is pretty mainline for quite a while, from memory. I could be wrong. I mean, as soon as we're able to capture monsters, we'll probably start doing some of that, just so we can be ready for the Monster Arena late game. But, dead. Let's just attack the bird. Get some thunder. What are you up to tonight, Zan? Just putting some Twitch on, relaxing, watching me while you work, or listening, I should say. Don't want you to lose focus. If you're working, that is. It's a quick save and a healer. Now I've already got the Moon Crest, so all that's left for me to do now would be to jump on the boat, I think. Is there a chest around here? Yes. Just finished volleyball, about to put the kids to bed. Nice. I used to play a lot of volleyball in high school. Killer game, and lots of fun. Once the kids go to bed, it is time to relax, I think. It's always been one of my favorites, and I have played it consistently for the past 20 years. I'm just looking to chill out, chuck on some Final Fantasy X and just relax.
Goodbye.
See ya! I would have to agree with you, Zan. 7 has always been my all-time favorite because it was the first Final Fantasy I played, not because it's the best Final Fantasy. But in terms of just gameplay, story, and enjoyability, I think you're right. 7 and 9 and 10 are exceptional. Not to say 8 was a bad game, but I feel like if I'm in the mood for a pretty in-depth game, I'll play Final Fantasy VIII, you know, like, because it's a very unique combat system and the story is super in-depth. But if I'm just looking to chill, I'd play 7, 9 or 10 any day of the week. I have a very distinctive memory of getting my PlayStation for my 7th birthday and it came with a copy of Crash Bandicoot, which I played to death. But then I went down to my local video store. I was in the middle of a mining town in northern Western Australia, so there wasn't a lot out there. But they had a copy of Final Fantasy VII on the shelf, and I thought it looked interesting, so I rented it out. I played it overnight and didn't even get that far into it, but I was in love.
Lord Braska's
in
daughter?
love. And so I begged my parents. I said I would, you know, I would do chores until the end of time. I need to get this game. I need to get it because I need my own copy. I can't just go renting it every 2 days.
Or something?
She's the
Good
daughter of
times.
High Summoner Braska.
Great
Who saw his
times,
statue
even.
at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Know something about that, do you, Titus? Titus?
Wakka's a bit lacking in the imagination.
Zan, if you haven't realised, I named him Titus so that I would say his name
Thanks,
correctly.
Lulu. I'll keep that in
Because
mind.
I've always called him Titus, and I think a lot of people called him Titus for a very long time until they actually found out that his name was Titus. I forgot what I was doing for a second. No. I need to go downstairs. There it is.
Ooh, that was fascinating.
Oh, Waka the 23rd.
Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. All me name's not a Waka. Don't look like you got much money, either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
And I'm right there with you, Zan. I'm right there with you.
Awaka the who?
Waka the who? I've always called him Titus.
Not yet.
It's just the way it is. If phonetically my brain says his name is Titus, then his name's Titus. Technically, they never say his name in the game, so what's the problem?
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
It's a chocobo.
What is this place?
That's another one.
The power
Chocobo.
room, like it says on the door.
Apparently, you're supposed to say it as
Yeah, but
chocobo.
why the
I
big
called them
birds?
chocobos.
What's so
growing
strange
up.
about chocobo power?
Chocobos?
Where's
Those
the
are
E?
Chocobos?
For it to be chocobo, there has to be an E in there
Never
somewhere,
seen a
right?
Chocobo?
It's chocobo.
What kind of backwater island did you come from?
What kind of
anyway?
backwater island did you come from?
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
Well, yeah. Because you're 1,000 years in the future, what do you expect? Whew, whew. Cute. Moving on. We gotta go next door. I've got to kick a suitcase. Some of this. Huh. Huh. Potions. I think you can get 10. Also, why does kicking the suitcase cause potions to fall out? Oh, Waka the 23rd.
The name of Waka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gil to lend?
How much gil do I have? Alright, so give me 1,000. I swear!
I guess it pays to ask. Thank you kindly, lad. Fine seed money for the Oaka merchant empire.
I'm not at liberty to talk.
Choke Outlet. Oh, that's such a good way of describing it. Choke Outlet. Chocobo. I need to go talk to a, you know. Chocobo. It's a cool word either way. Why so sad?
The wind. It's
No
nice.
worries. Good luck getting the kids to bed, Zan. That also wasn't a ha-ha sequence for those watching on the VOD.
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
And why would he? You're insane. Hoops.
But I believe you.
Huh?
Do you now?
I've heard in Xanarkand there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great Blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
How do you know?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
What the fuck? So why were Yuna's eyes all pixelated and shit, and Titus's eyes are completely and utterly fine?
My father. His name is Jekt.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Could it be the same person? Could it?
You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Surely not.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkand.
At least you think he died.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back.
Never came back.
And no one's seen him since then.
So I wonder how Jekt got to Spira
Why,
then.
that's the day that Jekt came to Spira.
I didn't say a day, I just said it was 10 years ago.
It's true, I first met Jekt 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits.
So did
doesn't
Sin take Jekt to Spira? Surely not.
Yeah, but how would he get here?
Maybe it was the Faith.
You're here?
The Faith brought
Are
Jekt
you not?
to Spira so that he could become Sin, to then give him the ability to pull Titus into the future, to then kill it. Whoa. Looks like there's problems in Little Spira. Big problem with Little Spira. The ocean is flat. In the FMV, the ocean was like fucking all over the place. Now it is pretty calm. Save some for Kimari. Sin! I love it.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Forgive us, Lady Summoner. I forgive you. Please don't kill us.
Oh boy.
We got a live one. So look at that, the waves are like as tall as Sin's fin. But we'll get back to in-game footage and it'll be like, come. Look at that, nice flat ocean. Save some for Kimari. To be honest, I'm gonna swap you out for my boy. Huh. And I'm gonna swap you out for my girl. Ooh, don't zap Titus. So it's at this point in the game that if you have like a turbo controller and a way to continue to press your the confirm button, you can actually just leave this on overnight for these guys to attack just these frontline mobs over and over and over again to get, I think it takes about 12 hours of just doing this fight and you can get 99 AP or sphere grid levels, and you can get everyone who's in the party to a point where they can beat endgame Sin after this fight. You may not have the sphere, like power spheres and mana spheres and stuff, to be able to fill out the sphere grid, but you will have enough points to at least get you to that point. Or you could just sit in front of the TV all night and do it. But that is a colossal waste of time. Miss me. Phew. Wow, Lulu is almost dead. Hiya. Attacking. He'd be pretty close to dead now, surely. There's a flickering. Hey, Krabs is back! We're fighting Sin's Flipper and his little dudes. So how was Speedrunners with Scott? That was very quick.
How many of these things are there?
The fin! Attack the fin!
We are attacking the fin, you dickhead. I know how to fight at a distance. We have been this entire time. Oh, excellent. I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourselves. It's always good to sneak in just like a little bit of... He battled for wifey time. Well, I don't blame him. Gotta get that wifey time in. Oh shit, Lulu is on the brink of death. I'm gonna attack you. Huh. And I'm gonna attack you. And surely this will do it. The fin only had 2000 HP. Surely. Yeah, there we go. Oh no! Nope, The tail! Is everyone okay? Head count, head count. You okay, brother? Wait, where's Titus? It almost became an underwater boat. Don't go after him. You can't swim. She can swim, but she's not a swim fighter character. Blitzball! Almost. So it's after we leave the place we're going that we learn the special Blitzball move, otherwise known as the Jack Shot. Thumbs up, brother. Dolphins! Don't kill the dolphins. Orin definitely does not teach you the Jack Shot. Orin has a gimp arm. So I doubt he'll be teaching anyone anything anytime soon. Miss! It is technically a kick move, but like, if you've got a gimp arm, that's being able to kick is like the least of your worries. Yes, it's his father's move. Correct. That's okay. Waka, no! Don't touch me. I'm gonna let Waka cure himself. How much does that do? 200 or 1,000? Let's just do 200. 200's all we need, baby! Not the blender. I wonder if this will miss. No, it'll hit. Is this thing blind again? No, it's not. Let us reapply blind. So you're one of the few people that actually enjoys playing Blitzball in this game, Krabs. Because I'll let you know now that Blitzball among the Final Fantasy X community is universally hated. But I don't think that's because of the game. I think it's because of the fact that you need to do Blitzball to get at least Waka's ultimate weapon, but it also helps you get full-powered ultimate weapons for every other character. Most people are like, fuck this shit. Maybe that was it. You just weren't looking for a Final Fantasy game. You were just looking for something else. It's like Gwent in Witcher. I bet you there are people who play Witcher just to do Gwent. Because Gwent in Witcher 3 is better than the standalone Gwent game they made for PC and mobile devices. I mean, Kotaku did an interview with Tetsuya Nomura, the guy who directed this game, and he confirmed that they were pretty close to bringing out a Final Fantasy X-3. They've done the story for it and everything. They've done all the design and concepts for it. They were just, they prioritized Final Fantasy VII Remake. In saying that though, it would be an amazing opportunity to do Blitzball in like a next-gen setting. Could you imagine playing Blitzball on a next-gen console? It'd be fucking awesome. Surely this will kill it. Nope. Oh no! Dead. You didn't hear it first from here. Like I said, Kotaku did the interview. I'm just relaying the information. Fuck, that's the second time this stream that you've goofed, Crybaby Crabs. Oh, this is really sad. I'm not a huge fan of this cutscene because it's extremely sad. Kids playing fucking baby Blitzball. What's that on the horizon? She's got a fucking baby as well. I'll try not to. But I mean, like, it's like a little rickety, made out of twigs town. And he sends a tidal wave into it. I'm surprised any of them survive. Look at this dude. Shit. It's funny that they don't show the corpses flying around in his little wood tornado there. I mean, come on, guys, realism. Blitzball will live on, though.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
You can say that all you want.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope.
And for good
reason. I was
reason.
in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Welcome to Killica. Or what's left of it. I knew I fucked it up somehow. That's right, I can change it afterwards. BlitBall!
I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Visay.
It's like someone with like a lisp.
Summoner. If there is no other summoner here,
let's play BlitBall.
Thanks, BT. Our loved ones.
Thanks, BT.
We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
This is what it will be called from now on. I wholeheartedly agree. If this becomes a stream series, we should just from now on call it BlitBall. We go play some BlitBall!
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Huh?
People die, Yuna dances. It's the vicious cycle. Hello, second viewer. How are you this evening? My name is Kramal and we are playing some Final Fantasy X. This small town just got obliterated by a giant monster. Welcome to the stream. We're also about to learn that Yuna has basically the powers of Jesus, in the sense that she is now able to walk on water.
Are we going somewhere?
Oh, we're all keen to play some BlitBall.
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem?
Okay, that was uncalled for. It has been a very tough day.
The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive.
Don't worry, we're not finishing yet. I accidentally just hit the button.
You see, they envy the living.
The dead need some guidance, brother.
And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate.
Gotta stop them from getting that bomber clap feeling.
Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living.
Oh my god, what is wrong with his face?
Isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in
It didn't
peace.
render properly.
Summoners do this?
This is supposed to be a super serious moment. Oh boy. Whew. Wow. Okay, here we go. Una walks on water. Those are bodies, by the way. I said she's Jesus. Like, now no spoilers or anything, but this is not the last time that Sin attacks a huge group of people, but this is the last time that she does ascending. So I kind of feel bad for the rest of the people that get killed by Sin and turn into fiends. People dying, Rita dances. So that's one of the cool things about Kamari. No, it wasn't fucking poaching crabs. No. So long story short is that the size of the size of their horn dictates like how powerful they are, not sexual at all. And when Kamari was younger, his two brothers teased him for being such a small Ronso. And
must be tough,
to the point where they beat the living shit out of him and they cut his horn off
She knew from the beginning
just to put him in his place. And that's why he left his Ronso tribe, moved to Besaid, and started taking care of Una.
Until the end.
Until
It is
the
fucking mean.
end?
They're terrible people.
What's the end?
Oh my god, it's got to start rendering his face. Please fix his face.
Until she defeats Sin.
Oh.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well.
You did okay.
They've reached the far plane.
It wasn't
by
the
now,
best sending
but
I've ever
no
seen.
tears next time.
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by Sin. No more sendings for Una.
No more sendings.
Everyone
for
stood there
Una.
watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Well, good thing, because she never does it again. Alright. So, contextual information, stream and Twitch chat. I put on my go live notification and I named this stream, even though I spelt it incorrectly. When I grow up, I want to be a Blitzball. That is in reference to this child right here. The game loves ships, alright? They love ships. That's not the important thing right now. So instead of this kid saying, when I grow up, I want to be a Blitzball player, he says, when I grow up, I'm going to be a Blitzball. So this game has been, was released, was an original release in North America and PAL regions. It was then re-released as the Final Fantasy X International version. It was then re-released on the PlayStation 3 and the Vita in the HD format, and then it was re-released again on the PlayStation 4, Xbox, and PC. And they've never fixed this. I think because it's just funny, and it was just a bad localization translation thing, but they've just left it in there because it's fucking hilarious. When I grow up, I want to be a BlitBall. Alright. I mean, yes, the text is in HD. The text looks amazing and crisp.
Hey, you awake?
But it still doesn't make fucking sense. Walker's looking for you. He's looking for your brother.
Ah, there you are. Be St. Aurochs, Huddle.
Huddle.
On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika Temple here. Yep, Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
No, I think he was just chilling there waiting for me to rock up.
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play. And win.
And win.
Right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
Let's go to the jungle. What are you selling? There's probably some stuff I can sell. Yeah, that can go. That can fuck off. Need that, need that. Rock sword, yeah, that can fucking go. White bangle. Ooh, yeah, that can go. Nothing else matters, I must be at the gate. Exactly. Doesn't matter that this entire little town was completely decimated and hundreds dead. We're gonna play some Blitzball. Bring happiness back to the people. I will never use this. Yeah, that's fine. I just need a cash. Onward. So, as a BlitBall, I mean, the Sin used this entire town as a BlitBall. I gotta save this kid though. This kid's literally about to die.
Whoa!
I gotcha. Too soon. Too soon, brother. You're welcome, I guess. I mean, this is a video game. Isn't it going to give me like an item or something?
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Yeah, she does.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah?
I think this place is
but up against fiends.
what's somewhere on the planet that's, you know, got tropical-like
Not a
environments
guardian,
and
then. I just want
has a
him
mixture
nearby.
of different ethnicities that have sort of culminated into
What? What do you mean?
what could be
It's just
a
that.
stew pot
well-
of cultures. Like the
We're all going to the
Caribbean.
temple anyway. Can't this wait
It's
till
hot,
later?
man. They keep the midriff so cool. Nah, not
sorry.
Australia,
I shouldn't
brother.
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
It's the Caribbean.
My apologies.
Tali mi banana. Kamari's just going to look disapprovingly at me. Alright, we're going to take on the Oruchu. And after I kill that thing, I'll probably call it a night. Oh, yeah. Ow.
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
So...
What's Lancet?
shut up,
Normally,
Titus.
It's a skill that weakens enemies. and
So
kills
in every
them
single
instantly.
Final Fantasy
But
game,
when
bar the
Alonso
first
uses
game,
it, that Ronso can
there has
sometimes
been
learn fiends'
an
abilities.
ability...
Hey, sounds
Or...
cool.
Yes, Seed Cannon, you sick fuck. There's been an ability or a spell that helps you learn the abilities of enemies. In this game, it is Kimari's Lancet. And it just gives him the ability to learn the abilities of monsters. But he can only use those abilities as limit breaks, which is kind of shit. So, again, another reason why Kimari is probably the worst character in this game.
Company, halt!
Company, hop! Oh my
The
god,
fiend before
rendering.
us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
I'm still gonna fight it. Run! Okay, I'll just use attack for now because I don't have my good party. Poison Claw. However, I will use vulnerable to fire, eh? Seed Cannon! Fire. And attacketh. Kamari's poison. Better swap him out for Yuna. Does she have a sooner yet? She does. Black magic. Fine. Now, let's get our sheer on. Oh shit! Well, that's not going well. Get back up. There we go. White magic. Hero my boy. There we go. That's better. Poison Claw! Wow, that does so much damage. White magic. Asuna. Crafts. Okay. So, I'm going to explain this nice and slow. What is a typical material that they use to fill pillows with? Duck feathers, otherwise known as duck down. Now, phoenixes have the ability to revive themselves after they die. Hence, they call it phoenix down because it is the down of a phoenix, it is the feathers of a phoenix. Phoenix down. It has nothing to do with the Black Hawk helicopter. Oh, Lord Orchard fell asleep. Quick, light it on fire. I do like your version better as well, to be fair. It's healing itself. Bring in Owaka. Blind it. Oh, it's immune to blind. Didn't do too much damage. BlitBall and revive Black Hawk. Great! Oh, you missed me. Yeah, missed me. I'm gonna swap back to Yuna so she can get some cure going. Nice. Light it on fire again. Tidus. Slap. Poison Claw. The first thing you need to do is... I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna cure her poison first, then heal her. Next minute gets slapped. Fire! Tidus. She's dead. Well, we're gonna use some Black Hawk down on Lulu. I just did, buddy. I Black Hawked her. I Black Hawked her right in the face. Go, some of that. Cure her, I suppose, so she doesn't die again. What's it called? Really? This may... Oh no, she'll survive. But the Ochu won't. Well done, team. Good work. Ho ho ho! Sphere grid levels. Whoa.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young Crusaders gather around.
That's what Chopper was. Chopper was a Crusader. But then he got himself splat! Okay. So before we save, let's spend some of these spherical items. Up here. Use ability. Dodge Squad roll out. House here. There we go. You know. Move over here. Ability sphere, get scan. Ability sphere, get extract ability. Need that as soon as possible. Because we'll be needing ability spheres by the droves pretty soon. Blue. Yes. Mana. More mana. She have more. Oh, she does. Let's move here. Mana. Oh, she'd be pumping. I should have done all this before we did the fight. That was stupid of me. I really don't need scan for Kamari, so I'm just going to go this way. Get myself some dark attack. And some defense. Waka! There we go. Some agility. And some mana. I think that's everyone. Oh, okay. Save, please. Well, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crabs, whew, it has been an excellent stream. We've had heaps of new followers. I think I've gotten 3 new followers, haven't I? No, 4 followers this stream. That's insane. It's the best I've ever done. And yeah, we will be seeing me on Saturday. I'm gonna hit escape and get out of this because music. Okay. Let's see if there's anyone online to throw to. Just quickly open Twitch. Who dare? Who dare? Thor the Titan is playing some Grand Theft Auto 5. Why don't we jump straight to Thor the Titan? Hey? That sounds like a good idea to me. Let's go. What I am going to do though is I'm going to open up his stream. I'm going to kill the volume so we don't have to listen to ads. Alright. So, Krabs, thank you very much for being here for pretty much the entire stream. I had heaps of fun chilling with you, but I also had heaps of fun chilling with my new followers. So thank you again to Fragilities, Fat Schnitzel, Aaron Sully, and Zan989. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for jumping in and chilling out with me while we played some Final Fantasy X. So what I'm going to do now is we're gonna throw to this guy, Thor the Titan. So yeah, for those watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you again soon.